General Overseer of Omega Fire Ministries International, Apostle Johnson Suleman, has boasted that there is a tendency for his critics to be killed if they speak ill of him and his church, situated in the Auchi area of Edo State. Suleman sparked controversy with the statement in a video circulating on social media on Friday to prove his followers' unwavering loyalty. If you want to die and you've been praying for death, but it hasn't come, there's a way to make it happen, Suleman declared. Come to Auchi, stand by the front gate of our church and say something against me. Somebody will kill you, another will bury you, and the third will be doing praise and worship on your dead body, he boasted. He went further to recount instances where individuals allegedly punish critics on his behalf. Suleman is known for speaking about societal issues ranging from secular governmental policies to entertainment. I want to start with you. I will still refer to your social media situation of, advertising for social media. He actually said this, and it's been all over. It's been everywhere. And then we know the position he occupies, whatever the situation may be. This is not a statement that wants to be heard from an individual like this. If we have to refer back to Halima Abubakar, where she allegedly called him out over certain controversies that they had, whatever it was that they had, and the reason why she's in that condition she's in. Do we have to look at that? Do we have to have a rethink over that situation from Halima Abubakar because of the statement that he has made? Because these are strong words from an apostle, in quotes, that has a dignified position. He comes to the pulpit every Sunday just like this to speak in front of people to repent, and whatever criticism he makes, making this kind of statements. And the government has also been criticized, and so many people get criticized, and we see however it turns out. But in as much as you face criticism, taking a life, is that supposed to be a statement that he should make? I want to get your thoughts on this, please.
Okay, in Nigeria, religion has really played a very huge role in our lives, where it has also affected some Nigerians mentally, and it's really causing a lot of problems in the country. Issues like this, he might not really explicitly say killing per se, because most members that
he said it.
No, I understand, but he said it. That's undisputable.
Okay.
But the point I'm trying to make is that most members of churches destroys the image of their pastors, whereby defending them wrongly or defending them in a way that could cause a lot of harm for the pastor. There was a situation that happened one time in Port Harcourt. I will refer back to that situation. A guy who came on social media, an incident happened in a church. I don't know if I'm permitted to mention the name of the church.
No, you're not.
Yes. An incident happened in the church where the church was kind of catching fire, but a minor fire happening in that church. So he was just passing by, and as a good Samaritan, he brought out his fire extinguisher, trying to also support in quenching the fire. But he felt the fire was also escalating to an extent where he had to call the fire service to come and intervene so that it doesn't escalate to other regions of the church. So at that point, the church members noticed he was making a call in regards to that. Immediately the church members started fighting this particular guy. They beat him up and told him that he's here to destroy or fight in the church, or he's here to do something. Like, so many words fly then. I won't mention most of those words because this was the words from the particular person who made the video on social media. Now, this particular person said that he was beaten to the extent where his head was shaking and he was bleeding and everything. So imagine church members are getting themselves involved in activities like this. That's the problem, because most of these people religion has really eaten them up, where they will have to start going physical with people who are insulting their pastor, or who is criticizing their pastor, or who is even the Bible, when Jesus even was on earth, people criticize him. How many people fought? Nobody. Normally, criticism is a normal thing that happens in the government. It happens in religion, it happens. Everywhere it happens. Everybody must not have the same ideology of a particular person.
True.
So when you start centralizing on the fact that you must believe what everybody doesn't want to believe, it now seems like it now becomes a war, or it becomes a problem, because when we have different ideology about a thing and you're forcing me to believe your own ideology, I will tend to go violent with you. You understand?
Okay.
That's where this comes to play, because most times these people from that region are defending this man, and when you start speaking bad about him, maybe criticizing him in that process, the people who are around, who are members of his church, will start fighting you, and from there it will cause a lot of problem where lives might be taken in the process, and a lot of things might happen in that same process. So I feel that was what he meant by that statement he made.
Well, okay, you've made your statement. Lots of Nigerians right now would rather prefer to worship from home, what they call online service, or rather not be in a church environment. I would love to get your thoughts, Mr. QC. Could this be one of the reasons why such decisions have been made by Nigerians?
The reason why people like to worship from home?
Yes, well, when we get individuals, pastors in quotes like this, they make statements like this.
Well,
but not want to be in that gathering, you know what I mean? Or not want to be there at all.
Yes, trust me, I will defend the Church of Jesus Christ. I will defend the church. And I read that article. I read the story.
Okay.
And I think is it blogger? I don't know what they call them, blogger. The narrator was trying to paint a picture. I know Johnson Suleman. He is a wild preacher. He talks. He's given to theatricals. He's given to theatricals when he's talking, you know. And he said, if you want to get killed, come to my church gate and talk bad against me. I think what he was trying to do was to to let them know how popular he is with the devotees, with Christians, especially those who are members of his church.
So if someone if you have a disagreement with someone, I don't know if you've heard of something like that, someone says,
if you want to die,
come to my house, and the person serves you drink.
I'm coming, ma'am.
And the person serves you drink. Would you take it?
If you want to, no, hold on.
Hold
on. Why don't you let me finish?
No, let's continue.
That was the point you're trying to
make.
Yeah, that's the point you're trying to make.
No, I'm coming. I'm coming. I will get to that.
Okay.
And so, like I said, he's a wild creature, and he's someone who is given to theatricals. And I think what he was trying to say that we also know about his benevolence.
Okay.
He's a very benevolent man of God, and what happens is he is trying to say, look, giving my reach of benevolence and the way I take care of church members and the people who are committed to this ministry. If you talk bad against me, they are going to kill you. I don't know what part of speech. It's a deliberate exaggeration. We all know, and there's no need for us to pretend about it. Of course, I have seen a lot of people who want to up and say and read meaning into what a man of God have said, or what a minister have said, and say this is what he's saying.
Okay.
But we all know that what's his name? That Johnson Suleman will not encourage anybody to be killed, anybody, or encourage violence on the part of any member of his church. But let me say this: if for those who think less of the Church of Jesus Christ, and those who think less of the church, who think that they can slander men of God, look, if you go about this, the church members can correct you in love. Yes, they can correct you in love, especially when have to conduct yourself in a manner.
Love, can it be in violence?
No, not violence. I'm not talking about violence. They can correct you in love, especially when you tend to give impression that you want to belittle the church or you want to belittle the man of God. Yes, because go and belittle. We've been talking about a Senate president who is not very happy with what a senator did, and go and belittle him. So these are the things we have to conduct ourselves with decorum. We are talking about society. We want a sane society, and these men of God do a lot. They do a lot for our society.
Well, thank you.